So in the last video, I sent sets definition and I explained exercise number 1.1 that is related to set builder form and roster form. So I said to you in the next video I will send the different types of sets. So first type is empty set. So here it's what empty set it is there. So what is meant by empty set? Empty, the name itself it is there empty. Empty means nothing. No elements. Okay, so that is what empty sets. Okay, so for example, suppose in the school has only the till class 10. If I want to give the list of students class 11 presently studying in a school, is it a set? Yes, it is a set. But is there any elements in that set? There is no elements. Why? The school has only till 10 standard. The school has only till 10 standard. So there is no elements in that. That's why that is what one of the empty set. It means a set which does not contain any elements. The set which does not contain any elements is called as the empty set, or is also called as null set, or we can call it as void set. VOID, void set. Okay, so null set is defined by the symbol, is denoted by the symbol phi, or open bracket and close bracket. This is what empty set or null set or void set. So what is the definition of the null set or empty set or void set? A set which does not contain any elements is called as the empty set. For example, set of natural numbers less than 1. Set of natural numbers less than 1. So natural number starts from 1. So 1 to infinity is the natural numbers, but it is given as less than 1. Less than 1, we cannot get the any element. Okay, that's why this is our empty set. In your textbook it is given let a equals to x from 1 is less than x is less than 2. X is natural number. So x is a natural number means one of the term it lies between 1 and 2. It's not possible. But we can write the decimal points. But 1 and 2, in between the 1 and 2, natural number is not there. Okay, so these are the examples you can give. Next type of set is finite and infinite set. So here finite and infinite set, you know that list of natural numbers. So I am taking the simple example. So these are the simple examples only you can understand very easily. List of natural numbers. How many natural numbers are there? Is it countable? Or is anyone finite? Finite means countable. Infinite means uncountable. Just you remember these two words, countable and uncountable. So finite is nothing but a countable and infinite is nothing but a uncountable. So natural number, set of the natural number is uncountable. Why? So we can write till infinity. We cannot end. Okay, but one more example also we can give the same. Set of natural number less than 100. Set of natural number less than 100. So now this is the which type of set, whether it is a finite set or infinite set. Set of natural numbers less than 100 is a finite set. Why? The limit is there. Limit. It means the natural number less than 100. So what are the numbers we can write? 1 to 99 we can write. The first example what I given? Set of natural numbers. Set of natural numbers we cannot identify. Okay, so it means we cannot end that. So here example is there 1 2 3 4 5, it is a finite, and A B C D E F G is also finite. Why? This closed by G only. Then men living presently in different parts of the world. Okay, so how many elements does C contains? So this is a question. How many elements does C contains? So tell me, it's a quite big number, right? So this is a what very big number. So that these all are what non-empty finite set. These all are what non-empty finite set. So first number, it is n of A. N of A means number of that element set A. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can write 5. Next, n of B. N of B means number of the elements in the set B. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can write n of B equals to 6. Now next, man living presently in different parts of the world. That is a infinite set. That's what? Infinite set or finite set. Yes, n of C is some finite number. Why it is a some finite number? Men living presently in the census time, they are calculating how many men, how many women, how many total number of the peoples in the country or in the state. So like that they are calculating. So the limited numbers we are getting. Okay, so that is what some finite number. Okay, so the definition of that finite number is the set which is empty or consists of a definite number of elements is called as the finite. A set consists empty set. A set consists empty set. Empty set is also one of the finite set. Okay. Then or consists of a definite number of the elements is called as the finite. Otherwise that set is called as infinite. So for example, here it is let W be the set of days of a week. Yes, it is a finite or not? Yes, it is a finite. How many days are there in a week? 7 days. So it is what finite. Now next, let S be the set of solutions of the equation x square minus 16 equals to 0. X square minus 16 equals to 0. We can simplify this. X square equals to 16. X equals to plus or minus 4 we are getting. So the value is x is what? Either plus 4 or minus 4. So this is S is a finite set. And lastly, third one, let G be the set of points on a line. Let G be the set of points on a line. Yes, we cannot count that points there the line has. Okay, in the circle also we cannot count the points. In the line also we cannot count the points. So that this all what? It is an infinite set. Okay, now this G is an infinite set. Okay, so now that is one of the examples we can give for that. So now next example set is, next type of set is equal set. So what is meant by equal set? Here it is an equal set. So in that example number 6 we have different terms. We can find out that whether it is a finite or infinite. So you can find out very easily. Okay, so now it is an equal set. I will explain now. So what is meant by equal set? So equal, the name itself it is what? Equal. Okay, the two sets A and B are said to be equal if they are exactly the same elements. Exactly the same elements. It means two sets we have to take it. We have to take it as a two sets. In the two sets, the element should be, the number of elements should be same. Number of elements should be same. And the same elements. That is what? Equal sets. A equals to B. Otherwise, that set is called as what? Unequal. We can write A is not equals to B. Here, let A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equals to 3, 1, 4, 2. These two are equal or not? Yes, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 and 4, 4. All the terms are there. That is what A equals to B. Now let A be the set of prime numbers less than 6 and P be the set of prime factors of 30. Then A and P are equal since 2, 3 and 5 are the only prime factors of the 30, and also these are the less than 6. Okay, so now first example is let a be the prime numbers less than 6. Which are the prime numbers less than 6? Which are the prime numbers less than 6? 2, 3 and 5. Okay, now which are the prime factors of 30? We can divide it by 2, we can divide it by 3, and we can divide it by 5. So that is divided by 6 also, but 6 is not a prime number. Okay, so here one note is given. A set does not change if one or more elements of the sets are repeated. For example, set A equals to 1, 2, 3 and B equals to 2, 2, 1, 3, 3 are equal since each elements of A is in B and vice versa. That's why we generally do not repeat any elements in the describing a set. It means we know that suppose the set is repeating, okay, so that is also one of the equal sets. Okay, so here, so an example is there. Find the pair of equal sets. A equals to 0, B equals to x is less than 15 and x is greater than 5. Sorry, x is greater than 15 and x is less than 5. Next, x minus 5 equals to 0 and x square equals to 25. X is an integral positive roots of the equation x square minus 2x minus 15 equals to 0. Okay, now this is what 0 belongs to A. This is what 0 belongs to A. Does not belongs to any of the sets B, C, D and E. Okay, it follows that A is not equals to B, A is not equals to C, and A is not equals to D, and A is not equals to E. Why? The A has 0, but all the elements are does not have 0. Okay, so now B is equals to null set. B equals to null set, but none of the other sets are empty. None of the other sets are empty. Okay, so therefore B is not equals to C, then B is not equals to D, and B is not equals to E. Also C equals to 5. That answer is C equals to 5. But minus 5 is belongs to D. Here it is what x square equals to 25 means x equals to, we can write plus 5 and minus 5. But here 5 is there, here minus 5 is there. So these are what? Not equal. Next, since E equals to 5, so this is what 5, x square minus 2x, you know that 5 3 is a 15. Okay, the factors are 5 and 3 we are getting. So E equals to 5 and C equals to 5. So C and E are equal. Further, D equals to minus 5 and plus 5, then E equals to 5. So we find that D is not equals to E. Okay, so only that one pair it is what? Equal. Clear? Only that positive root it is mentioned. That's why we are getting here it is one is plus 5 and another one is minus 3 we are getting. Okay, so minus 3 we have to exclude it, only the 5. That's why this is at equal sets. So clear? Now I will move to that exercise number 1.2. Which of the following are the example of the null set? So these all are very simple examples. So we have to check which is a null set here. First one, set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. Set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. We know that any natural numbers are not divided by 2. Okay, therefore this is one of the empty set or null set. Only that even number is divisible by 2. You know that divisibility rule. Next, set of even prime numbers. Set of even prime numbers, yes, 2 is one of the prime number. 2 is one of the prime number. Only one even prime number, that is what 2. Therefore, this is not a prime null set. This is not a null set. Next, third one is x is a natural number. X is less than 5 and x is greater than 7. So natural number 5 and 7. It is a null set. There is no natural number between simultaneously less than 5 and greater than 7. So there is no natural number of x. It's less than 5 and greater than 7. Less than 5, less than 5 and greater than 7. Next, it is our null set. Next is a point common to any two parallel lines. So any two parallel lines. So two parallel lines have no common points. So we are saying that is a parallel lines means that two parallel lines does not meet. Does not meet. If the two lines are meets, it is about intersecting. Suppose otherwise the line is most like this, does not intersect means there is no common point. So that is one of the null set. The second one is which of the following sets are a finite or infinite set. We have to check whether it is a finite or infinite set now. The set of months of a year. Is it a finite or not? Set of months of a year. Yes, we know that it's a 12 months are there. So it is about finite. Next 1, 2, 3 dash 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 it is there. It comes means it is about infinite. It's uncountable. Now 1, 2, 3 dash 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 99 and 100. So these are natural numbers up to 100. Therefore this is also one of the finite set. Next, the set of positive integers greater than 100. So set of the positive integers greater than 100. Greater than 100 positive integers, all the terms comes greater than 100. So it is about infinite. Now fifth one, it is the set of prime numbers less than 99. The condition is there less than 99. So this is also one of the finite set. So clear now first one and second one? Yes. Now next third one is state whether each of the following set is a finite or infinite. The set of lines which are parallel to the x-axis. The set of lines which are parallel to the x-axis. So we have to tell now whether it is a finite or not. Set of parallel lines. Set of lines which are parallel to the x-axis. Yes. So here this is our infinite parallel lines we can draw. Lines draw parallel to the x-axis. So you know that x-axis and y-axis, right? So this is what we can consider it is x-axis and y-axis. X-axis and y-axis. Okay. So we can draw. This is x-axis. We can draw this also one of the parallel line. This also one of the parallel line. This also one of the parallel. This also. These all are what many lines we can draw to the x-axis parallel lines and y-axis also parallel lines. So it is about infinite set. Next, the set of letters in the English alphabets. You know that how many letters are there in the English alphabets? So that is our finite set. The set of numbers which are multiples of 5. The set of numbers which are multiples of 5. Multiples of 5 means many numbers are there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 500, 150, 1000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh. So these all the numbers are multiples of 5 only. So it is about infinite. Next one is the set of animals living on the earth. The set of animals living on the earth. So what we can say, it is a finite or infinite? Yes, it is our finite set. We can count. The set of circles passing through the origin. Set of circles passing through the origin. Suppose this one is considering it as our origin. We can draw, this is one circle, this is one circle, this is one circle, this is one circle, this is one circle. How many circles we can draw? The many circles we can draw, right? Therefore, this is one of the infinite set. Clear? So now, fourth one, I'll move to the fourth one. So here it is a question. In the following, state whether A equals to B or not. So A is A, B, C, D. B is D, C, B, A. So both are equal or not? Yes, A and B are equal. A and B are equal. Why? A, B, C, D and D, C, B, A. So both are equal. Now next is 4, 8, 12, 16. 8, 4, 16, 18. So here it is 18 is there, here 18 is not there. Therefore, this is not equal. So A is belongs to 12 is belongs to A, but 12 is does not belongs to B, right? Therefore, these two are not equal. Now third one is A is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. B is X is a positive even integer less than or equals to 10. Yes. Third one, A and B have the same elements. Why? Positive even integers less than 10. Even integer, positive even integer, it is 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Okay. So now fourth one, A is X is a multiple of 10. X is a multiple of 10 and B is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and so on. X is a multiple of 10. Multiple of 10 means 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So B is 15 and so on. So therefore, this is not a equal set. Why? Here 15 is there and 25 is there. But here 25 and 15 are not there. And fifth question now. Are the following pairs of sets equal? Give reason. So here A equals to 2, 3 and B equals to X is a solution of X square plus 5X plus 6 equals to 0. 3 2 is 6. 3 2 is 6. So B equals to what we are getting now? B equals to X square plus 5X plus 6 equals to 0. So X square, this can be written as 3X plus 2X plus 6 equals to 0. So X of X plus 3 and 2 of X plus 3, this is what? Plus equals to 0. So the answer is X equals to minus 3 and X equals to minus 2. Okay. So now A is 2, 3 and B set as minus 3 and minus 2. These two are equal? No. So A is not equals to B. Why? A is only 2, 3 and B is that set. Now second one is X is a letter in the word follow. When the word follow, the letters F-O-L-O-W. F-O-L-W. Only that words. Okay. F-O-L-W. The B is a wolf. H-W-O-L-F. W-O-L-F. Yes, these two are the equal sets. It means same elements are there. Why? When you are writing the letters, we are not repeating. Okay. So A can be written as, how can you write A here? F-O-L-W, right? So now wolf also can be written as same thing. W-O-L-F. So W-O-L-F. That's why, what is that? A equals to B. So that A equals to B we can write. So I hope that all of you are clear how to check that equal sets. Now the sixth one here, from the sets given below, these are the sets are given, select equal sets. A equals to 2, 4, 8, 12. B is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 8, 12, 14. 3, 1, 4, 2. Minus 1, 1. 0, A. 1, minus 1. 0 and 1. Okay. So now which are the equal sets here? We have to check now. Here B and D are equal or not? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 4, 2. Yes. B and D are equal. B has 1, 2, 3, 4 and D has 3, 1, 4, 2. This is our equal sets. Next, E and G are equal. E and G are equal. E is minus 1 and 1 and G is 1 and minus 1. So these both are equal. What about the remaining sets? The remaining sets are not equal now. So only B and D, E and G. These two, the terms are what? Same. Okay. So now I will move to that one more type. It's a main very important one. It is a subsets. Subset. What is that mean by subset now? Subset means very simple. I am selecting a group of fruits. I am selecting a group of fruits. In that group of fruits, I am taking apples in the group of fruits. Okay, so different types of fruits are there. Apple is also there, orange is also there, banana, then everything it is there in that fruit set. I am taking that only that apple. So apple is containing in that given fruit box. So apple is the subset of the given fruit box, right? Okay, now that is one of the way we can understand it. Next, one more way. So one of the set we can consider it as X is a set of all students in your school. So your school has maybe now 700, 800, 900, 1000 students are there. Then one more set we can take is the set of all students in your class. So in your class means you are belongs to first PUC or you are belongs to 10th standard or you are belongs to second PUC means only that your class means the what are the how many number of students are there in your class you can take it. But this your class students are comes under the students of the whole class. Clear? So that's why we can write X is the main set. In that X is the main set. Then Y is your class set. So Y is belongs to X we have to write. Y is belongs to X. So this is the what subset of X. Y is subset of X. Subset symbol is C. Type you are writing. So when we are saying Y is a subset of X, X, all the how many elements are there in the Y, this should be there in the X. Then only we can say it is a what? Subset. Okay. So the definition of the subset is set A is said to be a subset of the set B if every element of A is also an element of B. In other words, A is subset of B if whenever A is belongs to A and also this A is belongs to B. Okay, otherwise it is not a subset. Otherwise it is not a subset. Okay, so A is a subset of B if A is belongs to A. Set implies, so this symbol is called as what? Implies A is belongs to B. It means A should be there in the both the A and B set. So I hope that clear. What about that subset? Okay, so A is a subset of B if A is an element of A implies that A is also an element of B. Okay, if A is not a subset of B, we are writing like this: A is not a subset of B. It's not a subset of B. So you know that equals to and not equals to, you know how to write this. So the same way set and subsets we can write like this. This is the word subset. Clear? So now one example we can consider it here. Consider the set phi. A is 1, 3 and B is 1, 5, 9. C is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Insert the symbol subset or not subset between each of the following pairs is given. So now phi is belongs to B. So phi is what? Null set. Then B is what? 1, 5, 9. B is what? 1, 5, 9. It means now phi is the subset of B. Why? As phi is the subset of the every set. Every set has phi. Null set is the what? One of the subset. Now A is subset of B. Okay. A is subset of B, but here 1 is there, 1 is there. Okay, then 3 is there, 3 is not there. So A is not a subset of B. Why? 3 is belongs to A and 3 is does not belongs to B. Okay. Now next, A is C, A and C. A is 1, 3 and C is 1, 3. It is there. Yes, A is a subset of 3, but C is not a subset of A. A is a subset of C, but C is not a subset of A. Okay, so all the elements are there in the A, it should be there in the set C. If I want to write C is a subset of B, C only 1, 3, 5, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are there. A is 1, 3 is there, but remaining elements are not there here. That's why it is not a subset. But A is a subset of C. Then B and C, 1, 5, 9. Yes, 1, 5, 9. Yes, B is also a subset of C. All the elements are present in the given set. Next one is subsets of a set of real numbers. Subsets of a set of real numbers. A subset of a set of real numbers. How can you write that subset of a set of real numbers? Yes, subset of a real numbers means a real number is the real number means all the types of numbers are there in that real number. Okay, so natural number is also there in the real number. Integers also there in the real numbers. Rational numbers Q is also there in the real numbers. Okay, so that all the numbers it should be there in the real numbers. Therefore, only that the set is irrational numbers is denoted by the T. So irrational number is denoted by the T. Okay, but irrational number is rational number. Q is a rational number. Q is a rational number means the small letter q is does not equals to 0. The denominator we can write in the form of what? P by Q form, but Q does not equals to 0. Now, next is a composite for all the real numbers. Then T equals to X is belongs to R, but X is does not belongs to Q. All the real numbers that are not a rational. All the real numbers that are not a rational. Okay, so you have to remember all the real numbers are not a rational, but all the rational numbers are real numbers. Why? All the real numbers are not a rational numbers. Real numbers contain 0. If you want to write P by Q form, it is a rational number. P by Q form, Q is equals to 0. When the Q is equals to 0, it is not defined. So therefore, the subsets we can write N is the subset of Z and Z is the subset of Q. Yes or no? N is a subset of Z, Z is a subset of Q. Okay. Q is a subset of R. T is a subset of R, but N is not a subset of T. N means natural number. Okay. T means any one of the real numbers you can consider it. Here it is there. It is irrational number. Sorry, it is irrational number T. So T, N is does not a subset of T. Why? T has root 5, root 3, root 7 and all the numbers, but N is not there in that terms. Okay, clear? I hope that the subset of a set of real numbers are clear for you. Now next, intervals as subsets of R. Intervals, you have to write the intervals. Intervals, there are two types of intervals are there. One is a closed interval and another one is a open interval. So closed interval and open interval. What is meant by closed and what is meant by open interval? Okay, so here there are two types of the intervals. Then one is open interval and another one is closed interval. So open interval is denoted by the common brackets A comma B. A comma B. It means this is about open intervals. That open intervals means A and B. A and B is does not belongs to these intervals. It is open intervals means that A and B, the last terms are not belongs to that set. Okay, then the intervals which contains the endpoints is also called as the closed intervals. It is denoted by that common bracket. This is a common bracket and this is a what? Square bracket. So common bracket means open interval. In that open interval, the common bracket A and B are not including. In that square bracket, A and B are including. So here we can write A is less than Y is less than B. A is less than Y and less than B. But in the closed interval, how can we write? A is less than or equals to Y and less than or equals to B, we have to write. Yes. So here A is less than or equals to X. So here it is at X is a different set and here it's Y is a set they are considering. A is less than or equals to X and less than or equals to B. So now open interval and closed interval is over. No, it's understood all of you. So here you can see one side it is closed and one side it is what? Open. It means here A is including, here A is including, B is excluding. Okay, so how can you write this one? This is what? A is less than or equals to X and less than B. If it is less than or equals to and less than or equals to, both the terms are there, means we have to write like this. It is our closed bracket we have to put. So if it is only that less than and less than, we have to put the common bracket. Okay. Now here it is a common bracket and it is a closed bracket. Here A is excluding, B is including. B is including. This is the what? Difference between these two types of sets. Okay. Now, so in the graphically, if you want to write this, A and B, here A, the only that circle, but the circle is not filled. See the difference between this and this. Here in this dot it's a filled and this also filled. It means this A and B are not including. Here A and B are including. Okay. So this side is filled and this side is not filled. This is including, this is excluding. This is the difference. I hope that all of you clear. So when the empty is there, this is what? Not including, and it's a fully closed, it is what? Excluding. Okay, this is not including, this is what? Including. Okay, this is excluding. Clear? So now, how can you write this one? Minus 5 less than X less than or equals to 7. Minus 5 less than X less than or equals to 7. So which is the intervals we have to write? It can be write common bracket minus 5 and comma 7 is a closed bracket. Why? Less than minus 5 means minus 5 is not including, but 7 is including. Okay. So the interval, it is a closed bracket minus 3 and 5 common bracket. How can you write in the set builder form? Minus 3 is less than or equals to X is less than 5. Minus 3 is less than or equals to X is less than 5. Okay. So this is the what? Set builder form and roster form we have to write. So next is the power of a set. Power set. So what is meant by power set? The power set means the collection of all the subsets of a set is called as the power of a set. So here, for example, so we can consider the one set 1 and 2. So what are the subsets we can write? One is the null set is a subset, and another one is 1 is a subset, and next one is 2 is a subset we can write. Right. So for example, we can write, so set A equals to what? 1 comma 2. Set A equals to, what is that? 1 comma 2. Then what are the subsets we can write? The subsets are, one is null set, and another one is 1, and another one is 2, and next is 1, 2. Okay. So this is the what? Power of a set. So this all the sets we can write. It is our power of a set. So it means power of a set is denoted by P of A equals to. A is 1, 2. So P of A equals to null set 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Okay. So in generally, this is what? N of A. N of A equals to M if you are considering. N of A means number of elements are present in the set A. It is what? 2. that is what consider it as m. So this can be written as power of a can be written as 2 to the power of m. Okay, 2 to the power of m. So here it is 2 to the power of m means m is 2. So 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2 is what? 4. So you can check whether 4 elements are there or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is what? 4. Clear? So n of a equals to m means the power of the set. It means n of number of elements of a power set means it is 2 to the power of m. Clear? So now it is a very simple one. We can write only like this. Suppose in the set contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the power of a set? How many elements are coming? You have to write all the things. Null set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. So like that we have to write now. So instead of counting all the terms, we are using the formula 2 to the power of 5. So 2 to the power of 5 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32. So all the 32 sets we have to write in this particular example. So generally we are using 2 to the power of m. So clear now? That is our power set. Now this is the last one. It is a universal set. So last it is universal set. So universal set is usually denoted by the symbol, that first letter itself. It is what? U. Universal. Universal set is all the sets are representing, comes under this universal set. So the definition of this universal set is, if there are some sets under consideration, it means we have to consider the set. Then there happen to be a set which is a superset of each one of the given set. Superset of the each one of the given set. Such a set is known as the universal set for of the those sets. So that universal set is denoted by U. What it means? It means one of the set we have to write. In that set, what are the numbers are there? It should be there in the universal. Okay. So that happen to be a set which is a superset of each one of the given sets. Each one of the given sets. You can make it. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 100 we can write for this universal set. By using that numbers we can write all the terms, right? So we can write a set of even numbers less than 100, set of odd numbers less than 100, set of prime numbers less than 100. So these all are the words. It comes under that set U. That's why that is called as the universal set. Okay, that is our superset. Okay, so superset of each one of the given set is called as the universal set. So clear? I hope that all of you clear. So for example, in human population studies, the universal set consists of all the peoples in the world. So best example you can consider, in human population studies, the universal set contains of all the peoples in the world. Okay, so that is our universal set. So all the peoples are there in the world. It is our universal set. In that universal set we can write all the different types of subsets. So now I move to that exercise number 1.2. Make correct statement by filling in the symbols whether it's subset or not in the blank space. So first one is 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so this is our subset or not? 2, 3, 4. Here also it is there. Here it is there, and this also it is there. So it is our subset. A, B, C, B, C, D. This is not a subset. This is what? Not a subset. So clear now? Is there any doubt? Okay. Now here X is a student of class 11 of your school and X is a student of your school. X is students of your school, X is students of class 11. Yes, it is about subset. Next, X is a circle in the plane and X is a circle in the same plane with the radius 1 unit. With the radius 1 unit you have to consider it now. This is one of the very important understanding question. So what is the answer we can give for this? Here, this is not a subset. Why? The circle in the plane. Why? It is circle in the plane. There exists a circle having a radius other than the 1 unit. So it may be in this ulta. So this comes here and this comes here. That is our subset. But this is what? Oh, radius is 1 unit. But this is the circle. It may be more than 1 radius. No? Yes. Therefore, it is not a subset. Next, X is a triangle in a plane and X is a rectangle in a plane. X is a triangle in a plane and this one rectangle. So why it is not a subset? It is a triangle and it's a rectangle. This is not a subset. Triangle is not a rectangle. Okay, triangle is not a rectangle. Next is X is an equilateral triangle in a plane. X is equilateral triangle in a plane and X is a triangle in a same plane. Equilateral triangle and triangle. Yes. So equilateral triangle and triangle. Equilateral triangle is also a triangle. Okay, so it is about subset. Equilateral triangle. It is about subset. Next, even natural number and even integer. Sorry, it is an integer. Even natural number and integer. Yes, even natural numbers are comes under the integer. Therefore, it is about subset. Now, next, second one. Examine whether the following statements are true or false. A, B is not a subset of B, C, A. It is a false. Why it is a false? Here A and B are there. So it is given as it's not a subset, but A, B and it belongs to B, C, A. So A, E is a subset of the vowels of the English alphabets. Yes, it is our true. 1, 2, 3 is a subset of 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. No, it is not a subset. It's a false statement. Why 2 is not there here? A is subset of ABC. Yes, it is true. Clear? A is belongs to ABC. A is belongs to ABC. A is belongs to ABC. A is a set but not in ABC. A is belongs to, this is the word A is belongs to this one. So this is not, it is a false. Next, X is an even natural number is less than 6. Is a subset. X is a natural number which divides 36. Yes, it is our true. So natural, X is a natural number. It is for 2 and 4 are getting. Then natural numbers 36, 2 and 4 are is divisible by 36. So it is a subset. But here it's you can understand A is belongs to ABC. A is belongs to ABC means this is the word set. This is the word set. This set is does not in this one set. Okay, therefore it is a what? False statement. Now next third one. Let A equals to 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so which of the following statements are incorrect and why? So here in the set under one more set is like this example. So you can understand this 3 and 4. So now 3, 4 is a subset of A. 3, 4 is a subset of A, but it is wrong. Why? 3, 4 means 3 and 4, but in this 3 and 4 it's not there. Separately you have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is that is okay, but here it is what 3, 4 is there. So it is not a subset, it is what incorrect statement, it is what incorrect. Now 3, 4 is belongs to A. Yes, 3, 4 is belongs to A. Yes, it is correct. 3, 4 A is the member of this set A. So now understood now what is a subset and what is belongs to. 3, 4 is belongs to this A, but 3, 4 is not a subset of this A. Then 3, 4 bracket, bracket and bracket. So 3, 4 is belongs to A. Yes, this is a word correct. So one bracket, then one bracket. Now this is only that one term. This is there in the set A. So this is a word correct. So clearly understand this first one and the third one. So first one is 3, 4. 3, 4 is belongs to A means it is 3 and 4 are not there here. But 3, 4 comes under the two brackets. So 3, 4 is there in the set A. That's why it is correct. Okay, now next 1 is belongs to A. Yes, 1 is belongs to A. 1 is a member of A. It is correct. 1 is a subset of A. 1 is a subset of A. It is not correct. Why? 1 is does not belongs to A, but not 1 is a subset of A. 1 is belongs to A. That is okay, correct. But how can you say it is 1 is a subset of A? No. 1, 2, 3, 5 is subset of A. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5 is a subset of A. Yes. 1 to 5 is a subset of A. It is also a correct. But here set is not mentioned. See the difference? Only 1 is there. Only 1. So you have to write in the bracket. Subset you have to write in the bracket. Okay. So like this you have to write. Next 1 to 5 is belongs to A. 1 to 5 is belongs to A. It is not a correct one. It is does not belongs to A. 1 to 5 is does not belongs to A. Next 1, 2, 3 is a subset of A, but 3 is under in that one bracket. So this is not a correct one. It's incorrect. Next 5 is belongs to A. It does not belongs to A. Okay, that's why it is incorrect. Next 5 is a subset of A. It is correct. 5 is a subset of A. It is correct. Next this 5 is a subset of A. It is also a not correct. Why? 5 is belongs to A, but 5 is belongs to this 5. So it is not a subset. Okay, that's why it is what? Incorrect. Now write down all the subsets of the following sets. Write down all the subsets of the following sets. So here first one it is what? A. So what are the subsets we can write? One is, so for A it is the subsets are one is null set and another one is A. Okay, these are the what? Subsets we can write. Next A and B. So A, B. So what are the sets and what are the null sets we can write for this? One is null set and another one is A. Subsets, no. Next B, next AB. So these are the what? Subsets we can write. Next 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So what are the subsets we can write? One is null set. It's a common for all. Then it is what? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now next it is 1, 2. Okay. Next 1, 3. 1, 3 we can write. Then 2, 3. 2, 3. 3, 1. So 3, 1. So these are the what? Subsets. Now subsets of pi. So which are the subsets we can write for the 5? Only that one subset, it is what? 5. Okay. Has only one element, that is what? 5. Clear? So I hope that all of you clear for this, how to write these things. Okay, so you have to write in order 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 2, 3 and 3, 1. Okay, so these are the what? Subsets we can write. Next, how many elements has P of A equals to P of A if A equals to null set? if A equals to null set, what is the power of a set? So there is no power of a set, it's only that one null set we are getting. So P of A has only one element, that is what null set. So P of null set, it is equals to what? 5 only. Therefore P of 5 is equals to what? 5. Okay. So write down that into that interval form. So sixth one is interval form we have to write. So how can you write that interval form? So sixth one, in that sixth one, first one, minus 4 and 6. Minus 4 and 6. Minus 4 and 6, this is including, and this is what? Open bracket. Why? It is not a less than or equals to, it's given. Okay. Now next, this is what? Minus, second one, it is minus 12 and minus 10. This is a common bracket we have to write. This is what? Common bracket we have to write. Now it is the third one. Next is third one. 0 is including and 7 is excluding. Okay, this is a common bracket. Now fourth one, how can you write? So close bracket and close bracket. Why? The both are including in that. So now the lastly, it is what? Seventh one, how can you write? Minus 3 comma 4. 0. So this can be written as x is belongs to R, minus 3 is less than x is less than 0. Okay, so this is the way we have to write. Why? Less than, only that less than. This is a common bracket. Now 6 and 12. So x is x belongs to R. 6 less than or equals to x is less than or equals to 12. Next 6 comma 12. So this is common bracket, this is a closed bracket. X from x belongs to R. So tell me now, x is less than x is less than or equals to 12. Okay, clear? So why? This 12 is including here, 6 is not including. Next, minus 23 to 5. So this is closed bracket. So x from x belongs to R. Minus 23 is less than or equals to x is less than 5. Okay, clear? So I hope that all of you understood how to write into that interval form and how to write into that set builder form. So now next, eighth question. What interval set S would you propose for each of the following? The set of right triangles. So which type of intervals we can give for this? So what universal sets would you propose? So with universal set we have to propose for this. What is that? A set is a right triangle. Okay, so set is a right triangle means what is a universal set? The right triangle set is comes under the triangle, right? So the given set is a set of right triangles. So our proposed universal set is the set of all triangles. So right triangle and equilateral triangles are comes under the triangle. Comes under the triangle. Therefore, the universal set is proposed. It is what? Set of all the triangles. Next, set of isosceles triangle. This is also same thing. Isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, right angle triangle, acute angle triangle. All the triangles are comes under the triangles. So this also that universal set can be proposed as set of all the triangles. So now ninth one, if we set A equals to 1, 3, 5, B equals to 2, 4, 6, C equals to 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, which of the following may be considered as a universal sets for all the three sets A, B and C? So first one is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is not a universal set. And 5, the automatically it is not there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Yes, 1, 3, 5, 0, 1, 2, all the terms are there. This A and B, C sets is satisfying all the elements in this set. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 10. Here 0 and 9 and 10 are not there. Therefore, this is not including. Only that set is which is the correct one. Third one is the correct statement. Okay, so I hope that all of you clear for these things. So in the next video I will explain Venn diagram. In that Venn diagrams you are studying about the properties of the unions, intersections, operations of sets, difference of sets, complements of sets. Okay, so these are the things you are studying in the next video. Thank you, children.